Ladies and gentlemen,
Whether he's on a stage or in the studio, Ron Chapman is most comfortable behind the mic.
to the Levy Singers.
I really have a love affair with the audience.
And it was an affair that lasted in North Texas for 46 years. Ron Chapman was a hit in North Texas the moment he moved here in 1959 to take a job at KLIF-AM under the name Irving Harrigan. He left the name behind when he left the station 6 years later, but he never missed a beat.
I just stopped being Irving Harrigan and I started being Ron Chapman. The medium is so powerful that everyone said, okay, that's it.
It was during his time at a fledgling FM station, KVIL, that Chapman became a legend.
I was the morning man, the program director, the promotion director, the music director. I wrote copy for commercials. I did anything you had to do to make it work.
Not only were he and his morning team very entertaining, Chapman was a master of promotions. His I Love KVIL bumper stickers went to every known address in Dallas-Fort Worth.
And the message will say, put these stickers on your cars today and win a brand new car this Thursday on KVIL. Well, you'll still see a car today that has an I Love KVIL sticker on it. So this is the ego room.
But he might be best remembered for the time he asked his listeners for money. It started with a conversation with a local reporter about how close his morning show's relationship was with its listeners.
And I said, I think if we went on the air someday and said, send me $20, a lot of them would. And everybody sent $20. And we suddenly had just under $250,000 in 2.5 days.
The money ended up funding projects for various charities across North Texas, and Chapman gives all of the credit to his loyal listeners.
And we worship that audience. We did not take them for granted.
He also knows he owes much of his popularity to women, like my own mother, who tuned in each and every day.
There's a generation of young people who heard me by default because their mothers listened to me. And the mother said, don't you touch that radio, that's wrong. And God bless them all.
He spent his last 5 years in radio at oldies station KLUV, and after making it a huge ratings success, stepped back from the mic for good in 2005.
And he has a voice that has not aged one bit.
Jody Dean, who took over the morning show at KLUV when Chapman retired and was also his protege during the KVIL years, says Chapman perfected the art of connecting with the listener.
And he always said it's not how you sound, it's what you have to say.
Since then, Chapman and his wife of 24 years, Nancy, have been around the world 2.5 times. He's been inducted into the National Association Broadcasters Radio Hall of Fame, but Chapman says his crowning achievement is being asked to substitute for radio icon Paul Harvey.
Being able to say, for Paul Harvey, I'm Ron Chapman, is just as good as it gets.
He stays busy. Just last month, he promoted a series of local concerts for the Levy Singers, a Dallas-based group that had its first hit in 1961. Chapman says he sometimes misses doing radio, but more than the job, he misses his encounters with his listeners. Is there anything you want your listeners to know?
Oh, Lord, that I love them dearly, and I want my epitaph to say thanks for the ride.
Hey! All right! Wow, that's great. Well, Penz is quite a songwriter.